No way. Is that... Oh my gosh. What's up, guys? Adam, aka Cincy Flipper here, and we're out thrifting on my birthday today. Got the lovely wife here, and we are going to go hit up some East Side stores. So we're going to start at the St. Vincent de Paul. Let's go. So from that St. Vincent de Paul stop earlier, I picked up two things for sale. This is going to be a Linksys AC1200 range extender. This basically just makes your Wi-Fi go better around the house. For all electronics were half off today, so this rang me with about $250. Sold comps, I believe, are in the $20-$25 range. It looks in great condition, so that'll be a good flip on that guy. And then the big purchase from there, it was $4, so half off, rang me $2. It is Crossfire, the rapid fire shootout game.
Crossfire! Crossfire! You can count the crossfire!
This takes me back to my childhood. I always wanted this game. Sold comps are in the $80 to $100 range. If it is complete, which it appears to be, comes with 2 boards, all these balls, and then little pieces that you shoot across the board. She was putting this out as I was walking past the toy aisle, so I didn't get a shot of me pulling it off the shelf. But that is an awesome find and about as 90s toy as you can get. Stop number 3, Goodwill in Anderson. Walking out of there, not getting anything. I think this is one of the Goodwills in town that prices everything at eBay, so not really anything in there to flip. So now we have the best stop of the day, lunch. And if you say Cane's isn't good, I will fight you. So we're here at possibly the last stop of the day, but it's one I've never been to, but if you watch Ready, Set, Resale, you know he loves this place. We're heading to Peppermint Pig Thrift and Gift. walking out of there, you saw the stack of games I ended up getting. We'll go back to the garage and I'll review all the games because there was a lot from different systems. They were $3 a piece, so that's a great return on value on those. So you just saw we went in, where's my hand? We Buy Games here in Cincinnati. As you saw, it's a very cool retro store. They have games from every single console, plushies, Pokemon cards, everything you want. They also have the rarest game known to hit the market, NBA Elite 11. Now, it looks like not much, but there is a giant backstory to that game that I'm not going to get into right now. But if you know, you know. I asked the owner what he wanted for it, just out of curiosity. It actually wasn't for sale. It was more just a display piece to show I have it. But the last sold comps on that game are in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. There are not many of that to exist. So that made my whole birthday was seeing that game. So that was an awesome find. So let's go ahead and wrap up that Peppermint Pig find. Like I said, that's the first time I've been to that thrift store. It's really, really cool. I've been meaning to go, but they're only open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from noon to 4. So we're never in the area in that time. And I've seen my buddy Ben go a whole bunch of times, score really well. That was the one where he spent $4,000 on Roughwear stuff and made a killing on. So I've been wanting to check this one out, and it definitely paid off for the things that I like. So let's go over the comics and the video game stuff that I found at Peppermint Pig. So we're going to start out with these amazing Spider-Man comics. Now, I haven't really talked about it a lot on this channel, but I actually used to run a comic book store online. I did the reselling, the thrifting thing, but I only looked for comic books and comic things, so I knew that these were good. I saw them on top of the stack with this Evel Knievel, and I knew that that meant 25-cent Marvel books. So when I grabbed these, I collect a lot of Amazing Spider-Man. I recently got rid of the rest of my collection. So these are some 3 solid books. These were 50 cents a piece. These first two, I think, are about $10 to $20 sellers. Nothing real important. This is the second appearance of the Harry Osborn Green Goblin after he died off in issue 122. This one, it really isn't anything. It's a filler. But this one is a good one. Number 141. This is the first appearance of the second Mysterio. Now, spoilers from the second Spider-Man movie. As you know, Mysterio died, potentially. But this in the comics is them writing him back in. So this is a huge book. I think if it's in good condition, it has what's called the Marvel value stamp, which I don't have time to go into that right now, but could be about an $80 to $100 book. So not too bad on the comic books. Comic books can make you a ton of money, but you have to know what you're looking for, buy the right books, because even in the 90s where it's vintage, not really worth too much because they're so mass produced. Think of basketball and baseball cards from 1990, 1991. So many of them were printed that they're just not really worth anything, even the good ones. There are a few exceptions, though. Of course, the first appearance of Deadpool, first appearance of Carnage. The first appearances are really what you want to stick with on comic books. So let's get to the video game side of that purchase. So I think that they had just set these all out. None of these were marked, so I had to go up and ask the cashier how much their video games were. Video games there were $3 a piece, so I ended up grabbing pretty much everything you saw on that stack. I want to start with this first. I wanted this box for the collection. It is open, but I ripped the price tag off already. So it was $5, but I really wanted the box for the Wii Wheel. It's just one of those generic Mario Kart wheels. I like those, so I'll use that for mine. I mostly wanted the box. Okay. So this was a good $5 purchase because this is about a $30, $40 game. I actually didn't see this was in there. This is awesome. So Mario Kart Wii is one of the best games really you can find at a thrift, and it was inside this box. That's awesome. So anyway, after that, back to the games that I know I purchased. Most of these are going to be for the collection because I'm going to make I'm going to make all of my money back on the Spider-Man comic books. And there's a couple in here that I'm selling for myself, like these disc-only ones. I don't really keep those in my collection, so I'm going to be getting rid of Galeran Ash. It's close enough. Just leave me alone. This is a $15 to $20 game, disc only. Wii Sports, of course, $20, $25 all day, every day. I thought this one was going to be better. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Usually, rule of thumb is Resident Evil games. See it, buy it, especially if it's cheap. $3 is a good price for this game, but it resells for about $9 to $10, so not making too much back on that guy. So I need to go through the collection to make sure I don't have anything, but I'm pretty sure that the rest of this is stuff that I don't have, and they're pretty decent games, especially for a thrift store for $3. There's some sealed stuff in here too, which is really nice. So we'll start off with the Bouncer for PS2, and I don't have comps exactly on the top of my head, so they will be popping up on the sides as I'm talking about them. Like I said, and these games are all in very, very nice condition. This one has a little bit of wear on it. I think this was like a $20 game, but I'm not too sure. But complete in box. Didn't have that one, I know. Never heard of this one. Bloody Roar 3 for the PlayStation 2. Ooh, it's one of the blue backs. Looks really nice condition. Complete in box. I know I don't have this one because it looks really odd to me. Moving on to the PlayStation 1 games, we have Metal Gear Solid, the game that started the entire series. I didn't have this one in here yet, and it is smooth, complete in box. Got a little bit of case damage there and dust, but this one's staying with me, so that doesn't bother me too much. Next up, we got another game I hadn't ever heard of, Vampire Hunter D. This is one of the ones that does stick out to me. I know this is about a $40 to $50 game. And again, just like the other ones, just beautiful condition. This one I may sell to recoup a little bit of funds because I don't really have that big of interest in PlayStation. I'm trying to stick more towards games I've heard of, games I play. So I might end up selling this one, but it's a good find, especially for $3. Moving on to the sealed games. Lately, even if it's kind of junkware, if it's older, like PS2, Wii, I've been buying it. So that's why I bought Mini Desktop Racing for the Wii. Even sealed, I think this is like a $9 to $10 game, but I've been loving the new games. This is a really good one. This would be a lot better if it wasn't the greatest hits, but Shadow of Colossus, sealed. It does not have the security strip, so possibly a reseal, but I'm not too sure with these greatest hits. I know some of them had the seal, some of them didn't. Not a big deal to me because this one is staying with me. Wrapping up the sealed items, kind of a sealed because this came in a, let me adjust this real quick. Came in a bigger box with the Wii Zapper, but Link's Crossbow Training, it is still sealed with the sticker. Otherwise, I would have bought this. This is normally about a $5 game. This does make it about a $9 game. But it is sealed, and I'm trying to get all the Zelda games, so that just improves on the one that I already have. And last but not least, probably my two favorite pickups of the games. We have Soul Calibur 2 Player's Choice Edition for the Gamecube. It is complete in box. This one does have a couple scratches on it, but again, for $3, it wouldn't have made a difference if it was scratched up because I do have the JFJ. The best, at least for me, I don't know value-wise, it is the best, but the best for me, Player's Choice Animal Crossing, completely complete, so it includes disc, memory card, and every single piece of paper that came with it. And again, just like the other games, this one is minty. I don't think it ever left the box from whoever had it before. And then just the memory card is in perfect condition. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of the values off the top of my head for these, but that was an insane find for $3 a piece. So guys, thanks for hanging out with us as we toured the city on my birthday to go to a bunch of thrift stores, went to video game stores. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I never thought I would actually see that game, NBA Elite 11, in person. Like I said, that $10,000, $15,000, it was so expensive it wasn't even for sale. Let me know what your favorite thing you saw today, favorite pickup was. As always, like, comment, subscribe down below if you liked what you saw. And until next time, you guys, have a good one. Bye.